Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Is there a one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to regulation and finance? Joining me to discuss is Matt Green, co-founder of Sealance. Matt, it is great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thanks for having me.
You got it. The sudden implosion of FTX was a dark moment for crypto, but as bad as it was, it could provide a path forward for the industry. How so?
Well, cryptocurrency, for all of its many complexities, is one of the most transparent systems that we have. We can actually see exactly what the balance of any account is or of any exchange if we want to. The irony is that in FTX, we didn't know the balance. We didn't know what their balance sheet looked like. And I think that was a real lost opportunity. It's something we should fix in the future.
Is it a one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to regulation and finance? What have we learned about the effectiveness of new rules?
Well, I think one of the things that we've learned is that, certainly compliance is something that cryptocurrency can really benefit from, learning from the traditional financial industry. But at the same time, cryptocurrency has a lot of opportunities. A huge percentage of current traditional financial employment goes towards compliance. Cryptocurrency gives us opportunities to basically streamline that, make that much smoother, and to bake that into the technology instead of having human beings doing all that work.
What's a better way forward to ensure the crypto industry is sustainable? Because you had said at the top, we didn't know what was on the balance sheet at FTX. I feel like, what about due diligence? How could we not know what's on someone's balance sheet if you're making investments to companies like this?
It's a remarkable situation. I think we're all a bit staggered by the outcome at FTX. I think that from a technological point of view, there is an enormous amount of work that we can do in basically making the balance sheets of companies straightforward, making it clear exactly what assets are backing different, backing companies and backing loans and so on. This is something we can do in a way that's extremely transparent to investors, where nobody has to trust anybody. The remarkable thing about FTX was that there was so much trust in a system that doesn't require it.
Could FTX and other crises, could they have been avoided?
Yes, I think so. At the end of the day, situations like FTX, if they're going to happen, then they're going to happen. There's nothing that we can do to prevent every possible bad outcome. But from a technological point of view, I think that there are techniques that we can use to make these situations much, much less likely. It really takes a will on the part of consumers and ultimately regulators to make sure we use those technologies so this doesn't happen again.
What types of technologies?
So there are a number of technologies that allow us to basically look at reserves and verify that a balance sheet of a company is exactly what we think it is, particularly if those reserves are a cryptocurrency on chain. It's very surprising and remarkable that we couldn't do that with FTX. It's really interesting that we had the ability to do this, and instead we were surprised at the end. That should never have happened. And we can do the same thing using newer technologies to have companies basically assert what their liabilities are. And those technologies are in development. Obviously, it takes a will to use them, but we have those techniques.
I'm glad you brought up liabilities, because I keep hearing proof of reserves, but you need to know what the liabilities are, because that really was what the issue. Leverage, and sometimes leverage and crypto don't necessarily go well together. Yes. Considering the nature of the asset itself. Are you concerned about the industry running into irrelevancy?
I am not. I think that cryptocurrency is a tool like every other tool, and I think it's a useful tool. The question is, can we make sure that people using and wielding that tool are using it correctly? I think that, obviously we're learning a lot of lessons about, how that can be done incorrectly from FTX. I don't think that crypto is going to go away. I do think that we have to make some changes, and those changes will basically make the field stronger in the future.
All right. We appreciate the insight. Thanks so much for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you.